4 years ago that when I got married, she used her famous hot rollers in my hair on my wedding day, which kind of surprised me because I had short hair then and I have short hair now, and I didn't think if you had short hair you could use rollers of any type. Then in about the past month or less, she debuted her latest, most affordable, and most off-the-hook epic rollers. They're self-gripping. They, by the way, are not necessarily a curl story as much as they are a massive volume story. They heat in 5 minutes. You put them in 5 minutes. They stay in without clips because they're self-gripping, although you do get these little clips if you freak out. And you can leave them in for 5 to 15 minutes and go about your day, make scrambled eggs or check your email. Then you take them out and then wait until you see, and we're gonna take them out in a little bit. This is really pretty. Wait until you see what it does for your hair. Now, as Miss Maria is finishing her handiwork, I'm gonna show you what the two choices are, because they're both choices on about 50 cents a day easy pay. So you're gonna choose either the long set, which brings you 14 of the long rollers, and they're 14.5 inches. Or you're gonna get the short set, which, by the way, Miss Maria just put the long set on me even though I don't have long hair, so don't let these indicators throw you off. However, if you do want to pick up the short set, you're gonna get kind of a combo pack, 7 1-inch rollers and 7 3/4 inch. I'm a big fan of getting both sets, but I realize that might be too indulgent for you. All right, my dear, they're called MagicStylers.
It's because they really are. They stay in magically. They do your hair for you. I always like to say it's the closest thing to me coming to your house, because all you have to do is put them in your hair and then they do the work for you. But they are completely different than even an ion hot roller, which you know, like you said, that I love my ion rollers as well, because this is more of a look that you get with a round brush and a blow dryer.
Which is the look I like.
Right, exactly. So it's not really a curl story. And what's important is what you have to know is that they are self-grip. So before we show Cindy's, so you can see her baby fine hair, let me show you how important it is to know how to get them in your hair.
Got it.
When you get a section, if you have hair that's resistant and hard to style, go ahead and comb through your section. If your hair loves to curl, you don't like your hair, I just kind of was combing through. You're gonna do it on base, you're gonna take it, see how the roller just brushes the hair? You can make sure the ends are in, so you don't have to worry about, they just adhere to the self-grip, and then you roll down.
Now, how do you get them out?
So how do you get them out?
Yep.
That's a big question, because it is like a brush. So if you don't come out the way you come in,
they'll get stuck.
They could get stuck. So what'll happen is, what I'm talking about is, say you take it, you roll it down because you want volume, so you do it real nice like that. Then you start to try to pull it in a different direction, and you get caught on different hair.
Don't do that.
Don't do it that way.
Take them out the way you put them in.
You got it.
Guys, this is a massive volume story, and going into hot, sweaty, humid summer, talk about giving yourself the look of a big, voluminous blowout without the blowout. Look at the transformation.
Isn't that great? So Cindy does have baby fine hair. You don't have to shampoo your hair. All we do is pop the rollers in. We use the short set, the larger ones of the set on the top, and then the smaller ones I did in that direction. And then her hair's done. We even got rid of her cowlick because that one was popped right on top of her cowlick. It's very, very easy to put in.
Super easy.
Right. Very easy to put
5 to 15 minutes, right? That's how long you leave them in?
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the technology?
Okay. Well, so what happens is, these rollers, when you get them home, what you're going to do is you're going to plug them into the wall, and that's what turns them on. That little green light will go on. When that dark light goes red, then you know your rollers are ready. It takes about 5 minutes for them to heat up. That heat's going to last in that roller for 10 full minutes. And remember, this self-grip material, I made it with ionic technology. So you're infusing volume, you're infusing shine into the hair. This is a good for you heat, So you just have to get used to using the self-grip roller, and then they just do your hair for you. So we're gonna take yours out.
Take mine out.
So you haven't even been in, right? So I rolled straight down, so I'm just gonna pull straight up. So you see how that quickly, again, remember I told you this is not so much of a curly curl story. This is the results I get when I take a round brush to my client's hair. So when I do a round brush and a blow dryer, I get the lift, I get the volume, I get the body. How quick was that?
I mean, they weren't even in for like 3 minutes.
Right. They do come with these clips because in this case where I kind of did an off-base roller, because I know that Sean likes to wear this down, a little bit of volume. So I used that clip so it would stay in. And then we had this one dragged a little bit too.
So can I tell you something funny?
Yes, tell me.
I put them in the other day and I drove to work with them in my hair. For 20 minutes, I was behind the wheel of my car. I swear people at a stoplight were like, did I really just do that? Does she know she left the house like that? I drove to QVC with these in my hair. I came in and then, of course, had my makeup done and was ready for the air.
They got to see the side. So what we've done here, see there's that, just by putting 5 rollers in her hair, we got that lift in her volume. Her hair is a little shorter now, so we just were to do the top, right? Because she likes the big ones. And then I just dragged that one so I got a little volume and a little lift here where she likes it. And that happened in 5 minutes.
Love it. Okay, super obsessed with these. They're called MagicStylers. I can't help but point out that also, since I own the original hot rollers, they're also more affordable. They are a self-gripping, and they are so easy, so quick, and it's not really, I mean, yeah, you technically do get a little bit of curl, but this is not that. This is like if you want volume, and if you want that look of a blowout without taking the 30 minutes to do a blowout.
This is a perfect to show. Jill has poker straight hair, right? So we have the clips in there just to show you how easy they're put in. Now this is a typical example because her hair is pretty long and we had the short rollers in. See how I'm just twisting, rolling out. There's a possibility because of the Velcro, if you're just ripping them out of your hair, you're gonna get them caught just like any other round brush would get caught.
Yep.
So take your time, roll them in and roll them out the same way. So in other words, see how I just roll them out the same way? I put her hair straight up in the air and rolled down. So when I come out the same way.
Yep.
I don't pull in a different direction.
That's right.
So for those of you that have stick straight hair, like here with Jill's hair, this is a great way to get that blowout kind of curl, not necessarily,
Look at
see
that.
the volume?
Yeah, I mean, it's off the hook.
And look at the before, and this is no blow drying,
Nope.
this is all with the MagicStylers. We leave them in for the whole 10 minutes that the heat's there, plus a 5 to cool.
Yeah, but you only had mine in for 3 minutes.
Exactly.
And look what it did for me. I am telling you, these are magic, hence
Now,
the name.
Your hair is very thick. With hers being so stick straight, if you have really straight hair, I would use some spray and I would leave them in the full time.
You mean
yours
spray
is
them
different.
while they're in?
I take
to
a
set
section
'em?
and I put a little bit of spray of complete and I
okay.
roll
I
them.
got
And
you.
then when
I
you're
got
done
you.
and you have all this volume, you just use hairspray.
Guys,
great?
the short set, very popular. In that set, you are getting a combo platter of medium and short rollers. They are 7 3/4 inch short and 7 1-inch medium. Now, if you get the large set, which actually is the set I like and I own and Maria just used on me, that's just gonna come with all 14 and a half inch long rollers. You're also gonna get the wire clips if you need them, but don't, forget that these are self-gripping. So the whole intention is you aren't tethered to the clips to keep them in unless you know that while they're in, you're gonna be super active and you just need an extra insurance policy.
Right, so it's great to show on
Look
long
how
hair as well. I know, look how pretty and shiny, and look at the lift, and we'll brush that, but I'm just gonna show you one more time. Lift up, if you're going straight down for all this volume, the big thing, especially on long hair, is when you're coming out, you're loosening it up and you're twisting. See how I'm twisting out? Because it will grab the other hair. It is a self-grip roller.
Oh, look at that,
Look
though.
at that.
By the way,
that amazing?
By the way, how do we feel about heated devices, rollers, however you want to categorize it, with gray hair, color-treated hair, blah, 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 blah?
So this is highly color-treated hair. Look at the shine. Of
I
course,
didn't want to
because
say that, but I think.
but with the ionic technology, there's her before, and just by putting the rollers in, we get this great look without it. She doesn't have to do her hair. They do it for her.
MagicStylers coming your way. Hey, hey, I love you.
Love
Bye.
you too. Your hair's
500
great. Mwah.
ordered. Oh, thanks.
How do you like your new
I've
cut
got
color?
a pretty good hairdresser. I love it. Okay. So, guys, we have one remaining thing in this show to share with you. I'm super excited to share it with you. This brand that we're about to bring you has been at QVC for 4 years. And for that time, most of which, I was really good friends with the brand's creator, but I'm the first to admit that though the line that she brings us is beautiful and artisanal in some regards, certainly very boutique as it pertains to skincare, I was never actually using it. But she came over to my house one night, she brought wine, I put out the cheese, and she asked me to do the 30-day challenge. Put away the other stuff and only use hers for 30 days. And on the flip side of this, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Roll it.
Kyoto is this amazing city that's almost like a capsule in time from hundreds of years ago, where honor and integrity and artistry still were just a part of everyday life. What I found is when I went there, not only did it heal my skin, but it healed my soul. And I think that when you take care of someone's skin, you're also taking care of their soul, because your skin is a reflection of your health, your spiritual, your mental, your physical health. It's a mirror to how you're feeling. And so it took care of me, and I love that we have the collection now where we get to take care of other people.
So what happened to me is that the #1 product she ever brought to market that really is the foundational or signature item that pretty much tells the entire brand story right here, her 2-piece Hero cleansing system. This